Coming up in today's video is a huge KonMari pantry. We have decluttering, cleaning, and organizing. I also have this little nook in my pantry that I use for storage. So make sure you guys stick around and see the whole video. It is a lot. I cannot believe how much stuff actually came out of this little teeny pantry. I'm going to be going through my whole entire house doing the KonMari Declutter method, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future uploads. Okay, here's the pantry so far. You're going to have to ignore my TV, but I'm not going to take any of the food out, but I am going to take all of this stuff out, everything off the floor and everything off this shelf, and then I'm going to take all of this stuff out and all of this stuff out. So I'm going to have it all in piles in my kitchen. Now, this room is pretty small to record in, so I don't really know. I'm probably going to just set the tripod up out of it, and you can see me take all this stuff out that way, maybe. So, yeah, just bear with me here. Here is the before. I mean, it is a good-sized pantry, like, no joke. It's, you know, pretty good, so. First things first, we are going to take everything out of the pantry other than the food. I think I mentioned that. I did just go through the food at the beginning of summer, so I know everything is not expired and it's well organized how it is. If you want to see that video, it is on my channel. I believe I have 2 organizing and pantry videos on my channel, so you have to check those out if you want to see a different type of organizing. The food storage, this is what works good for us, is to kind of just set it up how you would see it in the grocery store. I know I've talked about bins on my channel before. Sometimes bins are great and other times they just don't function. And for the pantry bins, I just don't like bins in the pantry. I wish I did like them because I like the look of how it is, but again, it doesn't function for us. So I will not have an aesthetic pantry or a Pinterest-worthy pantry, and you know what? That is completely okay. I also don't have a cleaning closet, so we get to have our cleaning stuff in our pantry as well. And apparently we have a lot of tools up here too. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea to put all this stuff up here on this top shelf. All of this stuff was in the cabinet where my decor cabinet is, which is now, like, it's in my laundry room. So I moved all these up there, but I don't know why I never thought to just move them on one of the black shelves we have in the garage. So that's actually what I did, but the garage is a whole nother it's a whole nother story. That's my husband's domain, but our garage is nasty, it's dirty, it's unfinished. There's a lot of spiders, a lot of cobwebs, a lot of tools, a lot of parts, so that's not, you know. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to talk this whole video or not, but this is like my little storage nook that I like to store stuff in, honestly, because it is a nice little storage spot. But somehow, this spot is like my hallway because, like, within a week, it is trashed again. But I'm only going to store what I have up there. A lot of this stuff, like I said, I am moving to my shed, so we're going to do that, but I am going to keep some stuff up there that I need easy access to. Okay, here's what we have left, which is the kids' keepsake stuff, which some of their stuff, my daughter was playing with baby doll stuff, so I'm actually going to grab that out of her room while I have this cleared so I can put it away. And then that's like a keepsake of my mom's stuff, so I want to go through that, but I'm out of breath. I should paint that, right? First things first, I'm going to, everything's cleared out. I'm going to give the floors a really good clean. And I did just get this new mop. It's called the Joy Mop. And I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok or whatever before. It's kind of like this, where it has like a wet and a dry, and it kind of like dries it or whatever. I'm out of breath. So I'm going to use that and give you a little review. I'm going to do a detailed review in my next video, but I do want to just try it, like, first impression. So, dude, I am a hot mess. That's one thing about my channel. You can come on and see real life. I look like this with, like, an old baggy t-shirt and athletic shorts. I need to know if you guys think I'm a hoarder, honestly. I have to be a hoarder, right? I have to be. Okay, very easy to put together. Just came like with a little pole. And then we're gonna fill this bucket up. I probably should read the instructions and see, but we're gonna fill the bucket up. I'm gonna vacuum really, really quick in there, and then I'm going to mop. Okay, she's filling up, and my husband might kill me because I found a bag of his stuff that he's actually been looking for, like within this past week. I found it stuffed up there. And then I also found my old phone 6. I was gonna give to the kids. I found it up there. I don't even know why it was up there, but yeah, finding all kinds of stuff. I want to show you guys something because I don't have it all the way filled. It says to fill it to the max line to get the pad completely clean. But look, like, can you tell the difference on camera? It like wipes the dirt away. Wow. So like when you're doing that, but since it's not fully like submerged in the water, it doesn't get it completely clean. But wow, that is super cool. Okay, so I have these shoe racks. I have another one in my shed. I'm gonna go get it, and I'm gonna put the other one over here, and we're gonna put drinks on it. We're just gonna try it out. I've seen a bunch of hacks to do that, so it barely fits. It does stick up a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue. So we're gonna go get the other one and try that. Okay, I did that, and I straightened up the pantry, and then I'm gonna put small appliances on this shelf. So I think I just have the crock pot and the blender, and I'll probably put my cooler there and stuff like that. And then I think what I'm going to put back up there is the meat grinder, the sausage stuffer, and the paint. Because the paint has to be, you know, like in a room, a controlled air heat. You don't want to put that outside. And then up here, all that stuff, I have a perfect spot in the garage, which I'll show you, but the garage is another story, so I'll show you when I'm done putting all that there. So I think I'm just gonna start moving some stuff back in, and then all of this stuff, I think I'm going to take it out to the shed. This is like the kids' crib stuff. I can't get rid of it. My husband tells me to get rid of it, but I can't. The boys shared the camel one, and Elena had that one, so I can't get rid of that. But all this stuff, and it's in vacuum bags, so it'll be safe out there anyway. So I really see why content creators like to do vlog style videos, because it really cuts back on the editing. I don't have much to talk about because I talked you through basically what I was doing, which is super nice. I gotta remember to do that. Sometimes I just get so into the zone. All I remember to do is move my camera and not really explain what I'm doing. So this was different for me, and it was out of my comfort zone. I really struggled with this part, honestly. I hated, this is like the worst nemesis of a pantry. But I promise you, you guys are going to hold me accountable. This pantry is going to stay this way. So I'm going to be showing it and cleaning it and all of that, because I cannot take the clutter in here anymore. This is definitely my Monica closet, that little nook up there. But let me tell you about my Mary Poppins bag of a shed. Like, you need anything, it's in that shed. I almost guarantee it. And honestly, my shed is very big and it's not that bad. But I did pull out this little black cabinet. Used to be a nightstand, and then I'm just putting the meat process stuff back up there. I am putting all my spray paints and all of my stains and all of that stuff in this bucket. It is bigger and it works out way better than that cube organizer, so that's good. So what I'm keeping in this closet, I'm basically going to keep all of my kids' keepsake stuff, their crib bedding, the sausage stuffer thing, the meat grinder, my AC furnace filters, my water filters, and then my paint stuff. And then my husband does have a couple tools he likes to keep inside, just because in the heat it overheats, and then if you get it too cold, then it's electronic stuff, so it doesn't work well in hot or cold environments, and same with paint. So I am moving that up there. And then this, I'm going to put all my mason jars in there, which surprisingly they all fit. Other than the new pack that I got, I need to can a bunch of stuff. Honestly, I've been slacking this year, but once school starts, I am going to be canning a lot more. I ended up putting my rings on a string and then just hooking them on one of the little wire shelf hooks. I don't know if I show that or not, honestly, but I had way too much rings. They tend to take up a lot of space, but obviously you don't want to get rid of the rings because you can reuse them. And then I also separate my new lids versus my old lids because I will reuse the old lids for like the fridge or freezer type of thing. But like new lids that I want a good seal on, or anything I'm canning that I want a good seal on, I use the new lids. Oh. Okay, another update. I like to store our filters and stuff right there. And then I did put the kids' crib blankets in my cowhide rug because if anything was to get ruined in the shed, those are two things I absolutely do not want to get ruined. And then my husband has like our jump pack and his scan tool, which like scans for issues on cars. He likes to, oh, excuse me. He likes to keep those in there, so those are right there. And I still have a hot mess. I'm gonna go ahead and get my fall stuff out. And then our couch came with like 200 pillows, so that's what really the majority of these are. So yeah, I'm gonna go through everything. I don't know. I'm kind of over this project. I have a bunch of reusable bags I don't want to get rid of. I have a bunch of these I don't want to get rid of, but I'm gonna store in my shed. All of this is gonna go in the garage and that shelf. We'll get to that. But I think I'm gonna do this right now. I don't know why I have so many freaking vacuums now, and that I'm keeping, obviously. I think I'm gonna move this stick vacuum either to the hallway or to the shed. I wanna keep that one in there. The steam mop, I'm actually gonna give to my neighbor, but they were in a house fire if you have watched my previous video, so I'm gonna save that. That's going to my shed. So yeah. And here is where I store all of the brooms and mops and stuff. Air vent return, I really should clean that. So if you're wondering what that little nook is, actually, it is part of my cellar. So out in the garage, like on the other side of this wall where the wire shelves are, it's actually my garage. But where that little nook is where like the door is. So like when you step out into my garage, you walk down like 3 or 4 steps, and then the door is like right where that nook is, and then the stairs, and then the cellar is actually like under where my pantry is and like part of my kitchen. All it really is like big enough to where if we have a tornado, we can go down there. But it houses like our water softener, our furnace, our water heater, all of that sorts of things. So I thought I would share, just in case if you are nosy like me, I like little quirks about old homes like that. Okay, I never throw these like reusable bags away because you never know when you're gonna need them, but I'm gonna fold them all up to fit in this little one and then hang them in the pantry. So here's like where all those tools were in these shoebox bins, which I absolutely love shoebox bins for stuff like this because they're clear, but they also have a lid and they're super cheap because, you know, I'm super frugal. But I am going through because I want to get all of my paint stuff out, like my spackle, my wood filler, all my paintbrushes, all my rollers, because I do want to keep those in the house. And I ended up just putting them with my paint supply stuff. We're done. And let me tell you, I'm taking a nice cool shower after this because I am sweating. I'm gonna be 100% transparent and honest with you. I had one bag of trash and that was it. And then I had a steam mop, a balloon helium thing, a bunch of boxes, but a lot of the stuff that I took out, I actually took to my shed. And this is the reason, because a lot of it is storage bins, and all of that other stuff out to my shed. I'm gonna go through my shed as soon as it hits like 60 degrees. I'll go through all that, and I'll bring you along with me. But I put all my organizing bins out there just because I'm gonna go through my house and declutter, and I might need one of those bins. But once I'm done with all of this, I'm gonna go through those bins and I'll get rid of a lot of them. So, or I'll at least package them and store them nicely. So. Here is an after. I did go ahead and hang a sign there because you do see that part from my kitchen, but I am absolutely in love with how everything turned out. But as you see in that last clip, like I looked like I got ran over by a truck. But after editing this video, doing the voiceover, seeing everything come together, it was so worth it, you guys. Like, if you have a spot you need to declutter, I totally recommend you taking everything out of the space, touching everything, going through everything to see what you absolutely need. And then the end result is totally worth it. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Make sure your bell notifications is turned on and that you're subscribed so you don't miss a future decluttering video. I also post disaster, my house is trash cleaning videos. You do not want to miss those either. Those are super, super satisfying. Bye, y'all.